if you want to track your campaigns with Volume, you have to add your traffic source to your Volume panel. Please go to the Traffic Source tab, click on the Create button, select Traffic Source, and then you will be redirected to the pop-up window with some predefined templates that you can use right away. However, if your traffic source is not here in the template, like my custom traffic source, Zuli, you can create a custom traffic source. Simply hit on the button, click Next, provide a name of your traffic source, and then map your traffic source's parameter token with Volume tokens, so once your campaign will be created, the campaign URL will be generated and the parameters provided here will be appended to the campaign URL. To check what tokens and parameters are supported by your traffic source, please refer to their documentation. However, if you do not have any access to their documentation, you can look for those macros on the webpage trackingtokens.com. Please note this is external page, so the information might be not updated. So the best way is to reach out to your traffic sources account manager and ask him to provide you with their updated documentation. I will look for my traffic source, which is Soli. I got redirected to the page, and here I can check what kind of tokens are supported by this traffic source. So simply I need to copy them and paste them one by one to my template in Volume. First of all, the bit ID, so I will copy the information, give a name of the parameter, then the token that will be replaced with a specific value, and the parameter. Usually the parameter is the same value but without the brackets. However, once again, please check it with the account manager of your traffic source. One parameter is added, I can proceed with the next one and the next one. This one is a little bit tricky because this is click ID, a unique value of the click. So we have to map the click ID with a corresponding token in Volume, which is the external ID. So then you can proceed with adding next parameters. You can add up to 10 custom parameters, so you can send back to Volume 10 different variables, plus the information about the cost, plus the information about the click ID from your traffic source. I can see that this traffic source is supporting also a winning price, which is winning price of the bid, so this will be cost for us. So I will place the winning price right here. If I don't want to have some of the variables present in my template, I can remove them by clicking on the bin icon. However, I encourage you to add all the parameters and then decide whether they should be appended to the campaign URL or not by enabling or disabling this toggle. Then we can proceed. Here you can select the currency of your cost. So with every incoming information about the cost of your campaign, you will get this specific currency. If your traffic source supports sending them information about the conversion, you can proceed with this step. However, it's not crucial to have it if you don't want to send conversion back to your traffic source. If you will decide to send information about conversion back to your traffic source, you can select here postback URL, postback URL per event type, or pixel redirect. The decision is up to you, however you need to check in your traffic source, in my example it will be Zully, which solution is supported by them. The recommended one is the postback URL, as this is the most bulletproof solution. Here you've got two additional options. The impression tracking. Please note that you should enable the impression tracking only if you want to track impressions, so the views of the advertisement. What is more, the impression tracking may be enabled only if your traffic source supports impression tracking, because enabling this option will result in generating two separate links, one for the campaign URL and the another one for impression tracking. So if your traffic source doesn't provide you with additional space to place the impression tracking URL, leave this option disabled. The direct tracking indicates if the transition between the ad and the campaign funnel should be set to direct. If you will enable this option, if you will be creating campaigns with this traffic source, the transition between the ad and the campaign funnel will be by default set by direct. You can leave this option disabled to decide whether it should be set to direct or redirect at the level of the campaign creation. Click on the Save button, and as you can see, my traffic source is already added to my volume panel. I can start using it in the campaigns I will create. If you would like to add something or change the traffic source setup, simply select it and click on the Edit button and add another parameter that you would like to use. Do not forget to save changes.